Hello, all my VIPs. This is me doing a video about power. Okay, so I'm starting a series where I basically talk about ships that I like and ships that I don't like, and I explain, either the first episode or the first season, or I guess the entire show that surrounds that ship and whatnot, or just like, the ship in general, whether or not. So, yes, I know I'm looking kind of bummy right now. I'm about to go shower and whatnot, but I just wanted to tell y'all this is a new series. I'm excited about it. And yes, the first video is going to be about power. This is a show I'm getting into. So, yeah. Oh, before I say let's get into it, show is mature. Basically, it talks about drugs, sex, blood, killing, all that. So, yes, rated mature. If you don't like that, you can click off. And other videos may feature things you may not like either, like LGBTQ+. If you don't like that, you don't have to watch them. Basically, you don't even have to watch this if you don't like power or stuff like that. But I'm doing this because I'm interested in this show, and that's pretty much why. So anyways, let's get into it. Let's get it. Let's go. So Power is a show that was created in 2014 where the main character is a man named James St. Patrick, aka Ghost in the Streets. He's a drug dealer. He's on his way to becoming the biggest drug dealer, the most popular one. He's very feared in the streets and whatnot. The main thing people don't know is about his real name, which is, like I said, James St. Patrick and whatnot. He has his own group and whatnot. He has a best friend named Tommy. He has a wife. He has kids. He has damn near everything, if I'm be honest with you. But the thing about Ghost is that he likes to climb higher. He doesn't like to settle. And that is the point I'm coming in when it comes to his ship. There is a ship between him and his ex named Angela. So I'm going to give you even more stuff. Okay, so the first episode, all this happened in the first episode, by the way. We start off with a club that Ghost had bought. Basically, he owns his own club, and his ex had came to that club, right? His ex came to the club. She did not know it was him, right? She hasn't seen him in 18 years. What happened was that she left him because they both were in the hood. They were both broke, and she found a way to get out the hood, but she left him behind, and she did not contact him for 18 years, okay? So Ghost sees Angela in the club. He chases her down. She doesn't even know that he's there, right? He knows that she's there because he saw her from up above the balcony, and he literally beelines his way to her, right? Keep in mind, his wife knows about this club. His wife knows he's a drug dealer. She literally goes to see if he's going to scope her out in the crowd, but instead his wife sees that this man is scoping a random woman out in the club. So it's like, yikes. Dude gets his ex's number and catches up at lunch. And may I just say, that's stupid as fuck. I was on Twitter earlier and I was looking at people who were also thinking about Ghost and Angela. And may I just say, some people were just like, man, Ghost's wife is worse than him because of what his wife did. I'm going to talk about his wife later on in the video, okay? Because that's also going to be like a split between Ghost and Angela and Ghost and Tasha. Tasha is his wife, by the way. But anyways, this dude, my opinion, he cheated first, but his wife is also bad too. And he's dumb. He's stupid as fuck. I just gotta admit. Ghost is hot. He is a leader. He's very headstrong, and may I just say, he's filled with power. He's powerful. But he's also really, really stupid. Okay, I just gotta be honest, he's stupid. Bro, later on in this show, if I remember correctly, since this came out 2014, and I never really binge watched the show, but I've seen clips of it because it's a mature show, and I was watching it when I was younger, when my parents didn't want me to watch shows like this, right? Clips from it, I remember Angela saying that she's law enforcement, and he knows this. She literally tells him, and for some reason, it doesn't click in his head. Oh, she's federal, or oh, shit, I'm a drug dealer and she's working with the government. This probably is gonna end horribly. He doesn't think like that because he's so in love with Angela. She's his high school crush. So, and he was in love with her. Honestly, if he was still with Angela, he would have never got with Tasha. That's how in love with Angela he is still. Like, bro. And most people on Twitter were just like, oh my God, Tasha's so much worse. This, that, and third. Honestly, a lot of the stuff Tasha did, even though what she did was out of pocket and ridiculously stupid, she wouldn't have done it if he didn't basically emotionally cheated on her first. She wouldn't have done it at that moment, probably. But yeah, that's really a lot of what I got to say about Ghost and Angela. I don't like their ship. I'm sorry that this first video starts off with me talking about something I don't like. It's just, it's not. He's stupid. He has a wife and kids. He legit went on a lunch date with her. He didn't have his ring on his left finger. He hugged her, everything. Got Angela's number, whatnot. Didn't tell her that he had a wife. Didn't tell her he had kids. Didn't tell her that his wife and kids live with him. Even the mother of his wife lives with him. He said none of this to Angela at all. At all. He's emotionally cheating on her. He legit beelined his way to find her, went out to lunch with her. He's planning another lunch date with her. He's dating this woman all over again. And he never got over her. So it's like, it's sad when your best friend, Tommy's his best friend and whatnot. He works in the same line of work as Ghost. Ghost mentioned that Tommy's a hoe. So it's like, and yet Tommy was telling Ghost, you're being stupid right now. You have a wife and kids. You have a good thing going on with your wife and kids. Why are you over here pining for someone that left you 18 years ago? Like, deadass. I'm just like, how the hell is your best friend who's a hoe literally telling you that you're not thinking right? And you're not listening. Ooh, I can't. Ghost is so stupid. This is all the first episode. Like, what? Child, anyways, let's go on to Ghost and Tasha. Hey, I'm in a new light setting and whatnot. But anyways, let's go on to Ghost and Tasha. That's what we're on now. Ghost and Tasha. Tasha is Ghost's wife. And I keep saying Ghost because it's easier. Calling him James. He's not even known as James a lot in the show. They mainly call him Ghost. So I'm going to keep calling him Ghost. Tasha is his wife, mother of his kids, someone he's been with for 18 years. She's the rebound. You can tell she's the rebound. I feel like he was in love with her for some years, but after basically being together with her for 18 years, he's already known that he loves her. He just is not in love with her, and it shows. It shows so much. Tasha's the type of person who's okay with settling down with where they're at now rather than elevating, and he don't like that. Ghost is a person who likes danger. I can already tell. Like he's a dude, he likes danger. He likes reaching higher. He basically wants an empire or monopoly or whatever off of the stuff he's doing. He doesn't want to stop, okay? His own best friend made a joke like, oh, you're saying that you're doing all this for your retirement plan when you know damn well you love this shit. You love this shit like I do. Like, dead ass. Like, you know, he doesn't want to ever stop. That's the type of person Ghost is. He wants to keep elevating. He wants to be king. He basically wants to become a god. It sounds like he doesn't even want to be king. He wants to be a god in them streets, okay? So Tasha's the type of person who likes the money. She likes the lifestyle, and she clearly likes Ghost too. She's in love with Ghost, but she's also a nasty woman. She's a nasty fucking woman, I gotta admit. So after she sees that her husband beelined his way to some random chick in his own club, she decides that in the limo, she's gonna seduce the limo driver. The limo driver is a man named Sean, and he is a 23-year-old dude who is the nephew to Ghost. He is blood related to Ghost. And Ghost's wife, Tasha, decides, oh, since my man is talking to some woman I don't know, I'm just gonna seduce his nephew. And the way she seduced him was nasty, okay? I'm gonna kind of describe it. She took off her undergarment and was being dirty, like pleasuring herself in front of him. So yeah, she did that shit. It was gross. And the way Sean was looking, he couldn't look away. So when you're in the limo, it's like you have the option to like put up a black guard, so that it can give the people in the back privacy. When I tell you, the entire time she was doing that to herself, he was watching and he could not look away. Like, he's driving too, so I'm just like, damn, how are you able to drive for this, like, to look for this long and not crash into somebody? Like, dude, you're an excellent driver, because ain't no way you looking at this shit and not the road and you haven't crashed yet. Like, dead ass. He was not at a stoplight. He was legit still driving as he was watching her. Like, how? But anyways, yeah. He finally got sense and then rolled up the window separation thing, and he just kind of like, ah. And then it panned to black. So I don't even know if he like pulled over and did some weird stuff with the wife or not. But basically, people were just like, no, she basically cheated. All Ghost did was give his number to some random chick. And yet, in the same episode, after she seen that shit, she was over there being nasty and stuff like that in front of his nephew. And may I just say, even though my opinion, though I feel like it's correct, Ghost basically emotionally cheated on her first, like with his ex of all people. I gotta say, she did do worse than him in that moment. She did worse than him to his blood, bro. He is blood related to the nephew you are teasing yourself in front of. That's gross, bro. Like, and it's not even that she knows if he like cheated on her right then or there, if he's been screwing somebody. She doesn't even know that. She just seen him talk to some random person, and yet she's already doing stuff like this. Like, she's nasty. Like, ugh. And the thing is, someone else brought up on Twitter, they were just like, why didn't she just confront him? And I was thinking in my head, just like, right. The mother, sorry, I'm moving the camera a lot. The mother of his children, bro. The woman he's been with for 18 years. You mean to tell me that instead of going to him and talking some sense into him, confronting him about the fact that he is over here talking to some girl he don't know, instead of doing that, you want to do what you did in front of his nephew? Are you stupid? Like, that's the thing I'm trying to get at to you in this first video of my series, bro. They're both stupid. I see why they married each other. Like, I see why Tasha and Ghost got married. They're both dumbasses. Like, they're dope, but they're both dumbasses. He's willing to throw away basically his relationship with his wife and his kids too. I don't know why people don't realize that when you cheat on your significant other and your significant other decides to respect themselves and get a divorce, especially I'm talking about in marriage sake, get a divorce, you end up fucking up your relationship with your kids. Now you gotta split custody with your children. They gotta, oh, see mommy these days, see daddy these days, and not even understand what is going on. Like, you believe kids are gonna understand why mommy and daddy don't love each other anymore? There are a lot of kids that don't know romance. They don't know the concept of romance. They don't know the concept of cheating. You could explain it all you want. They won't actually fully understand until they either go through it or research enough shit about it. Like, you're literally screwing up not only your relationship with your wife, but also your kids. And this is Ghost. Dude who wants an empire. Dude who wants to be king of the streets. God of the streets, actually. Who's supposed to be feared for for not only his power, his strength, you know, his experience, but his intelligence too. A dude like this, and he's stupid enough to fuck up his own family? Like, I shouldn't be shocked. This is the same dude who wants to be a big time drug dealer but still decided to have kids. Why are you having kids when you're a drug dealer and you want to become even bigger than that? You're literally putting yourself at risk and your family at risk. Like, what the fuck? And then she married this dumbass. Like, she married this dumbass. And now she's doing dumb shit like this. You're both dumb. Like, I can't. I see why you got married to each other. You're both stupid. Like, I can't. And then trying to talk about Angela Moore, it's like, she's just a non-factor. I can't. Girl, get out of here. Like, that type shit. Like, But anyways, that's really the end for this first video, whatnot. This is all off of episode 1, by the way. I'm on episode 2, but I've only watched episode 1 of season 1 of Power, and this is literally a lot of what I had to say about both of them. I know I'm gonna get pissed off the more I watch it, but that's really gonna be the end for this first video. Yeah. Now, my next video may not have anything to do with Power. Like I said, like, you know, I'm gonna put part 1 for this one. I'm gonna have a part 2, but it doesn't guarantee that the next video is gonna be about Power and these ships anymore. So yeah, it may be about some random shit. Like, it may be about either a cartoon I saw growing up, or a fucking anime, or a movie that I haven't seen in a while. Maybe like that. But that's really gonna be it. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for you all. Thank you for watching, and may peace be with you for an eternity.